Chore chats. Hi YouTube, welcome to the second episode of Chore Chats. I thought I was going to do more of these, but I guess I'm doing it now. So hey, right now I'm just folding laundry, and I thought I'd update you on what's been going on in my life because it's been pretty exciting lately. I got hired as a kindergarten teacher, which if you're in the AuthorTube group on Facebook, I did mention in a post, but I haven't actually talked about it on video yet. And so I am working in the next city over from where I live as a teacher, and it is so much fun. The school year is about 4 weeks in now. Oh my gosh, things keep popping up on my computer. Okay, and I just love my class. I have a really small class, which is actually awesome because not all of the teachers at my school have small classes. So I only have 15 students, which I'm really happy about. And there's still something that keeps popping up on my computer. Okay. And it's just been really fun to start off my career and stuff. And I absolutely love my students. Like, I'm just really happy to be teaching. I don't even think there's more I could say on that. And you know, it's kindergarten, so we're learning letters, we're learning numbers, we're learning days of the week. I always, at this point, I constantly have songs stuck in my head, like about what day it is, about like starting a new school year song, all that stuff that we sing with the kindergartners, and it's kind of fun. I don't have children of my own yet, so it's nice to have the kids there and be able to help them learn stuff. So yeah, that was really exciting. I actually got hired 3 weeks before the school year started, and it was a little stressful, but at the same time it was super duper exciting. Right around the time I got hired, my sister came into town, and she actually lived in Connecticut. I live in Idaho, and for anyone watching this who's not in the US, that's like a 3,000-mile difference. And it was really fun to have her and her husband and her kiddos come help me decorate my classroom and get all ready for the school year. And just having that support was a big help because I had a lot to do in 3 weeks, and one of those weeks is just training and professional development days every day. And it was like trying to drink from a fire hose, truly and honestly. I am still attending Writer's Workshop, albeit I'm not or I should say, however, I'm not sharing while I'm there. And I can't really put my finger on why I don't want to share my writing right now, because that was the main reason I would go before. And I don't know, maybe something about being in the query trenches has me questioning everything I've ever done, which I didn't think I did until I got to this point. But it's just been really weird being querying and stuff. I need to send out more queries. I've only gotten rejections, of course, because, you know, if I got accepted by an actual publisher, like, I wouldn't be querying, obviously. But anyways, I don't know, something about that process just makes me wonder, did I actually write anything good? But when I think about the fact that all of my friends, everyone in my writer's workshop does enjoy my story and generally don't have any problems with my writing, like, I know I'm doing something right. I just have to find the right person to publish it. I could self-publish, but as I've said many times before, I'm not a businesswoman. I have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to self-publishing. I don't want to try and figure that out because I'm already managing the classroom every day, and that's just stress that I don't need. It is really nice, though, to be in my career because I was able to quit my cleaning position with the apartment complex. I mean, it was assistant manager, but like, I'm going to say most of the work, probably 90% of what I did was janitorial. So it was really nice to be able to quit that. And that's a whole story of its own. Like, they wanted to keep me on longer, and they kept asking me to do more and more, even though I had started my career. And the thing is, like, they're great people. They were great to work with and stuff. But when it came to the end of that, I was just, like, really stressed out from trying to keep up with what I needed to do for them and getting home from school, and so I was getting nothing done for them until I was finally like, look, it's been over 2 weeks. I don't have a contract that says when I have to stay or anything, and so I was able to quit, although I do feel bad for them because they hadn't gotten a replacement for me at that point. But I mean, if I can't do it, I can't do it. I would have trained a replacement, shown them where the laundry cleaning stuff is, shown them what to do, shown them the checklist, but I don't even know if they know that checklist exists on the inside door of the utilities closet, so I don't know. But going from that to teaching has just been such a big change, and I'm really excited about it. I'm filming this on September 30th, 2019, if you're watching this in future years. But one thing I'm really excited about, which I'm always excited about, if you know me, is Halloween. Actually, my most successful YouTube video to date is my Victorian Halloween costume video that I made last year, and that thing is up to over 5,000 views, like 5,500 views at this point, and I'm just like, what? Because my videos normally don't do well at all, and now this is the first one that comes up when you type in like Victorian witch or something, and I wish I knew what I did right there, because whatever it was just magic. Anyways, I am going to be doing more costume videos this year. I have put 4 different costumes together. I'm doing a group cosplay costume thing with my husband, his brother, and his brother's wife. And so we're all going as characters from Rise of the Shield Hero. I say going, but like, we don't have specific plans to go anywhere. Do any of you face that problem where like you love Halloween and you love dressing up, but then like you dress up and you have nowhere to go? Because I feel like that's my life every year for Halloween. We'll go to like Haunted Mill, we'll go to the Straw Maze, we'll do stuff like that. I like to walk around campus, the university campus that I live right next to. I'm not a student there anymore, obviously, but like, no one knows that. I mean, my friends know that, but if I'm in costume, people are just going to be like, hey, that's a cool costume. Anyways, we're all going as characters from Rising of the Shield Hero, so I'm going to be Rathalia, and then my husband is dressing up as Naofumi, and my sister-in-law is going to be Melty, Princess Melty, and then my brother-in-law is going to be the bird form of Philo. I know that sounds weird because Philo's a girl, but we're doing a anthropomorphic, gender-bent chic kind of spin on it because he was not comfortable with me making a giant poofy bird costume, which I was fine with doing, but he just wasn't comfortable with that, and I don't think he should have to be pushed out of his comfort zone. Like, that's not cool. So, yeah, we're doing that, and I've been working on them in my apartment, and they're mostly done. I'm actually trying to clean up my front room of my apartment today so that I can put up my Halloween decorations tonight or tomorrow. We'll see how far I get. The first step of which is folding the laundry that's been sitting here. I did that awful thing where I did the laundry and I brought it in and then I let it sit, so now it's all wrinkled. But I mean, don't we all do that? I'm pretty sure we all do that at some point. I mean, yeah, sometimes we do bring it in and fold it right away, but you gotta be in the right mood if you're gonna be that magical. As far as writing progress goes, like I said, I am still querying. Of course, with teaching, I've come to a bit of a standstill with writing in general. I did try to write a short story the other day, but then I got stuck and I was like, I don't know where this was going. But I'm going to see if I can finish that. I've been beta reading for, I believe her name is Arnella Hobler, and she's one of the author tubers in the community. And I've been beta reading her Leaves of Holly, and it's a good in another world story. I wasn't sure about it at first, but as I get into the latter chapters, I feel like her writing really improved as she, from like when she started chapter 1 to where she's at in the end of the book. I have just a couple more chapters to go. The deadline she set for that was today, but you know, I don't want to make excuses, but I mean, life is really busy. And I am still gonna finish it in case it does her any good. If it doesn't, oh well. But it's been really fun to beta read for her, and I highly suggest this story, which is funny because at first I didn't think I would suggest it. I think part of my delay of liking the book after starting it was how passive the character was at first, but the character has become much more active in her story and deciding what she's doing at this point, and that change was extremely welcome for me as a reader. So, yeah. Other things. Oh, over the summer, I didn't make a lot of videos in the summer. Over the summer, I fell in love with a series called The Spoken Mage, and I don't know how many of you have seen that, or not seen it, read it. But it is about a girl who lives in a world where magic is controlled by the written word, and so she, and like all the common-born people are not allowed to learn how to read and write, because if they do, it'll release magic, and like it's uncontrolled, so it just kind of releases in explosion form as a default, which is kind of a unfortunate default. Anyways, then one day she yells a word. She yells the word stop, and power comes from that word, and no one's ever been a spoken mage in the history of ever. So, yeah, and there's 4 books. They're all out. So good. Oh my gosh. And there is romantic tension, which is just like everything I ever need. But it's clean romantic tension, which is just, I mean, I loved that. I love clean romance. Yeah. It's good. You should read The Spoken Mage. Absolutely. I don't have book 1 to show you, but I can show you the other 3 books. I have them right here. Book 1 I lent out to a friend, but these are the books. They are YA, and so the first one is Voice of Power, and then book 2 is Voice of Command, Voice of Dominion, Voice of Life, and each book is a full year in the story. I got new Halloween leggings. And everything about that book series, just I ate it up. It was recommended to me by my mother-in-law, who I love so much, and just I ended up, she actually gave me book 1, and then I got book 2, and then she got me book 3 and 4. So that was really kind of her, really awesome. And then just this week I received a new book in the mail I ordered on Amazon, and it's not new, and I'm sure everyone on AuthorTube knows about it, but I've been meaning to get it and read it for a while. Now that I have a salary, I was like, I can get it, and so I finally bought Keeper by Kim Chance, and I have not had 2 seconds to rub together to read it. But I mean, I've read the first chapter for free before with, where do you get books from? The Kindle app? I don't have a Kindle, but there's like a Kindle app, and I read the first chapter for free on there. And I'm just so excited to have the actual book, and her other book, Seeker, is coming out. So that's exciting. As soon as I finish beta reading Leaves of Holly for Ornella Hobbler, I'm going to start right on Keeper. And then I have another friend who wants me to beta read in my Writers Workshop group, who wants me to beta read his story, mainly because he's shared parts of it twice, and I've volunteered to read both times, and I absolutely love his. His is a, I don't know if he plans on publishing or if he's just practicing writing, but his is basically like comparison novels would be Percy Jackson meets Aragon, and it's about a teenage girl, and supposedly she's going to find a dragon. I'm not to that part yet, but like, she breaks the 4th wall, and it's really good, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Thing is, I'm a slow reader, and so when people are like, will you beta read for me? I want to always say yeah, because I love stories, but because I'm such a slow reader, it's hard for me to feel like I'm actually helping them. So that's what's up with that. I gotta sort this into piles. Like undershirts and stuff, it doesn't need to, and other under things don't need to actually be folded, because they can just be sorted into piles and thrown in the drawer. Does anyone else do that, or do you actually fold your whites? Like, what do you do? Not that it's that important, but I just wonder if the majority of people are like me and just sort whites and stuff into piles and throw it in the drawer, or if people typically actually fold that. Anyways, I just thought I'd make a quick video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me while I do this chore. And I will, well, I don't see you. This is a video. You will see me next time when I'm sharing Halloween stuff, because I'm going to have a few Halloween videos coming up and a few costume videos coming up. And if you subscribe to me for my costume stuff, like, there's definitely going to be content there. I'm not filming the process of making the costumes because there's just so much, and I don't have a lot of computer space memory. Actually, I want to wrap this up because, like, I'm afraid it won't save if I go too long. But yeah, costume videos are coming. There's going to be 4 separate costume videos. And then if you follow me on Instagram, and what is my Instagram my maiden name? I think my Instagram is Eileen Wathrich, which is my maiden name. Yeah, there's my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the progression of those costumes that I've been working on. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. That always gives me a smile. Feel free to comment. I usually respond to all comments. And don't be a hater, because if you are a hater, I will not respond to your comment, and I will probably delete it because there's enough hate in the world already. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.